There is nothing better than a beautiful June summer's day in England. So what's old John Bercow up to? Anyone that doesn't know, is the ex-Speaker of the House, more popularly known for this.
Order! 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 Government or that Labour Party led by Jeremy Corbyn. We don't name people in the chamber. People must observe the rules. No, order! Order! Order, I am simply and politely informing the Prime Minister of the very long established procedure with which everybody, including the Prime Minister, must comply. Mr. Lewis, get a grip of yourself, man. Come, take up yoga, you'll find it beneficial, man. I say to member, order! Resume your seat, Mr. Harper. You don't stand when I'm standing, and that's the end of it. Mr. Angus Brendan McNeill, calm yourself. You may be a cheeky chappy, but you're also an exceptionally noisy one.
And you know it took me all of about 10 seconds to find a music remix video of him.
Order! Order! I say order! I say only to the House, order! Only to the House, order! I say to you, and I say it in the kindest possible spirit, order!
Don't you just love the internet? I knew it would be there. I knew. I just needed to search the words, and I knew I'd be able to find it. So yeah, John Bercow's come out in support of Labour this week, which got me thinking. What's he up to? What's he doing?
My values are left of centre. I do not identify with the Conservative Party. If you believe, as I do, that this government is bad news, unfit to govern, and that the Prime Minister, though a successful campaigner, is a lousy governor, you have to ask yourself, do you want rid of it? And if you want rid of it, you have then to pose to yourself the question and to answer it, how is that to be achieved? And the reality of the matter is that in the United Kingdom, the only credible vehicle for the removal of this government is the election of a Labour government committed to equality, social justice, internationalism and a fairer and more inclusive society.
Spoken like a true leader, I'd say.
Personal against Boris Johnson. I do think that he is someone who has only a nodding acquaintance with the truth in a leap year, and I think that the utter contempt with which he has treated Parliament is lamentable, and I think it has exacerbated the very strong feelings of resentment towards him, because I think a lot of people feel that's not the way to behave. Telling the truth in and to Parliament matters, circumventing Parliament is wrong, treating Parliament with disdain is objectionable.
So what's he up to? Is he, I don't know what you guys think, I mean, is he eyeing up a little bit of the old Labour leadership, maybe? Good timing. I mean, Keir Starmer's polling lower than any Labour leader of the last 20 years, just lost a couple of by-elections. I don't know, it seems like good timing for me if he was going to. Let's give a bit of facts about the guy, because I only knew him as that guy that goes, order! I think most people did. I'd be pretty ashamed if I had that job, to be honest. So, what do you do for a living, mate? Pervert, you know, just going for a wank over next door's washing. No, you're not. You're that guy in Parliament that wears that black gown and goes, order! Oh, shit.
Order! Order!
So a bit of background on old John Bercow. He started as a Conservative MP in '97 for Buckingham. Controversially, in 2002, he voted against the Conservatives on a bill that would allow gay couples to adopt children, which is quite a noble thing for him to do. but the Conservatives weren't too happy with old Bercow on that one. He was a prominent front bencher, and then they relegated him, gave him a spank bottom, sent him to the back benches, where he then decided to pursue Speaker of the House, which he got in 2009. About a year ago he quit that job. So well, what's he up to now? He's released a book, he's done a few interviews, but like I say, in politics, you know, you don't do anything for no reason. This recent interview that he's done coming out in support of the Labour Party, it's got to be a thinking behind it. And yeah, I'm thinking, is he after the leadership for Labour? It's a perfect time to do it, like I said before, but I don't know, someone's probably going to prove me wrong here in the comments and go, no, you have to be a Labour member for 10 years before being considered to be a Labour leader. I don't know, maybe that's the case, maybe I'm talking rubbish, but I don't know, I think this is a good call, man. I think this is a good way to go. I think he'd be an electable guy. I think people that aren't really into politics, casual people on politics, will relate to this guy, and working class. He's even been on Arsenal TV.
You've supported the club, you were saying to me earlier, since 1971.
Yes, right. I'm rather old. I don't think you will know such an experience, Robbie, but I'm 58 and I've supported Arsenal since January 1971.
I don't know, maybe I'm jumping the gun a bit here, but I think this is a good move for Labour. I think this is a relatable guy. I think he's votable. I think the general public, the average working class person would relate to this guy far more than Keir Starmer. I don't know much about the guy's politics. That needs to come out further. I mean, I listened to an interview that he'd done with James O'Brien on his podcast. He came across quite well. I don't think they dive too much into his actual politics and what he's about, but first impressions, as we know, mean so much, and if you can get a guy that's likeable, you're halfway there. And as he said in his interview, you know, he's Labour are really the only opponent to stopping a Conservative government. I don't know, what's your thoughts, guys? Maybe I'm talking rubbish. Let me know in the comments. Till next time.
I say